Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater and The Flash, the movie that has been in weird development hell for years, and I mean years, is finally moving forward with a new director, potentially, maybe, kinda, sorta. We don't really fully know, but according to Hollywood Reporter here, The Flash shocker, the It director Andy Muschetti in talks to tackle DC movies. Yeah, this is true. This is real. This actually went out today. That Andy Muschetti, who's best known for Mama and It Chapter 1 and soon to be It Chapter 2, a prolific horror director, is going to be moving over to a more light-hearted movie about Barry Allen, about The Flash, written by Christina Hodson, who did Bumblebee. Do these not necessarily like match up in regards to just styles here? So something is very off in my opinion, but let's see what it says. Christina Hodson, who wrote Bumblebee and Birds of Prey, is being eyed to write the script. Ezra Miller, meanwhile, remains attached to play the fastest man alive. However, that's up for debate. A lot of people have been saying that he's out. I've been seeing that a lot today, but he has said that it will start production after Fantastic Beasts 3 wraps filming, which it should already be filming right now, but due to the terrible screenplay that came out of the last one, they opted to go back and fix it and before going into production. Still waiting to hear whether or not Johnny Depp is dropped. We'll find out more about that later on, I'm sure. Now, it says here that Warner Brothers' Flash movie has been jolted by lightning. Andy Muschetti, the filmmaker behind Stephen King adaptation It and the upcoming It Chapter 2, is in talks to direct the action-adventure project based on the DC Comics superhero. His partner and sister, Barbara Muschetti, will produce. And so that's good because they did a good job on It, and I really want to see what's going to happen with this as it goes forward. But the thing to consider here is a couple different things. One, I'm just going to come out and say it. I just feel I need to be the one to say it. As fun as Bumblebee was in elements, specifically the opening 5 minutes on Cybertron, the script was god-awful. And I mean god-awful. The movie was fun, saved only by its director and by the opening 5 minutes, right? But the character of Charlie was bad and Bumblebee was fun. And there were good elements to Bumblebee. I don't see it wasn't as good as everyone had led me to believe, in my opinion. I love the opening 5 minutes. That was amazing. But that was a late minute addition to the film. If you get the Blu-ray or the 4K and you watch Bumblebee, watch the alternate opening, and it was pretty damn terrible. Christina Hodson, not necessarily the best writer, in my opinion. So we'll have to wait and see how Birds of Prey is. I don't know. I mean, if she's gearing it up for more of a mature audience, then maybe it will be something that won't be as just simple and as full of bad choices as Bumblebee was. And I mean that, like, not only was the dialogue pretty atrocious in Bumblebee, if you really look at Charlie's motivations, especially after watching the deleted scenes, it's like, ooh, wow. Okay. Okay. Again, I didn't hate the movie. It just wasn't as good as people, as I think people think it was, to be fair. So I'll have to wait and see on that one. Now, Andy Muschetti, it makes sense that he would go do a comic book movie. It really does make a lot of sense that would be the case, because when you look at someone like Andy Muschetti and you look at his body of work, I mean, It Chapter 1 blew everyone's socks away. This one's going to probably do the same thing. And then what's he going to go do afterward? Well, he's done a couple horror movies. Why not try something different? And that is where Walter Hamada and James Wan come into play. And this has kind of been my problem with Hamada and where he's currently at. He is an interesting choice to lead DC films, and an interesting choice to kind of take over the DCEU, considering the fact that he's trying to now basically turn it into the Conjuring universe. So yeah, right. Because we know that James Wan is producing The Trench, which is going to be a horror themed spinoff from Aquaman, which is not a bad idea. That scene in the movie was pretty scary for young kids. So I'd be curious to see what's going to happen with that. So I'm not against that, but you can see he's going off to this horror land. He's going off to this horror world, this horror realm, and that is going to be where he tends to stay. And I don't quite know how I feel about that, because what we want from what fans want from these movies are character driven, not necessarily action oriented, but with good action scenes, a good story, a good villain, and fun. And they're happy with that. Look at Shazam. $90 million production budget, did pretty well. Some people, Grace Randolph, call it a box office flop. It's not the best in the world, but it just hit digital today, and people are already buying it en masse, and they're loving it. It's a great movie, smaller budget, character driven, lots of fun. That's what they should be focusing on. And that was a Jeff Johns thing. So by bringing in Andy Muschetti to do The Flash, written by the woman who did Bumblebee, there's a thematic mixing here that is like oil and water that I don't really see as being something that really works. If you want my honest opinion, if Muschetti comes on in, him and his sister will probably rewrite the script while on set. If they do that at all, I think that's what's going to be the case. But what you had before was John Francis Daley and his partner, who had written Spider-Man Homecoming, were going to step in to write and direct The Flash. And here's the thing, is they did Game Night, which came out last year, which was pretty great. And they also wrote Spider-Man Homecoming. I just rewatched that today. And, the heart and soul of that movie is almost the heart and soul of the MCU as a whole. And I felt that they did a fantastic job on the script, definitely brought to life by the good talent that was acting out those words. But really, they should have been the ones to do this. So it tells me that the direction of The Flash is going to move away from Barry Allen kind of being this every guy who gets the ability to become the fastest man alive. And they're going to take it either to something that is more aimed at kids by bringing in a horror director. I mean, again, oil and water, it just doesn't make any damn sense to me. But I could be wrong. And this could be a thing. This could be a thing that works, and I'm just looking at it horribly from the get-go. I am curious to know your thoughts and your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys really want to help support the channel, head over here to patreon.com/Matt Jarbo. It really does help out. I'm going to San Diego Comic-Con in a couple of weeks. It really would help get me there and keep me going, bring you guys lots of coverage. And I mean, lots of coverage from the floor. And I really appreciate it. If you guys want to help out, that'd be fantastic. And I will talk to you guys all later. Have yourself a fantastic day, and peace out.